YouTube, what's going on? BD Wolfgang 1980 here, aka Bezell, the man seen the place to be in the QCNC. Well, good evening to you all. It's Lucha Underground time, one of my favorite times of the week. Welcome into your Lucha Underground review for February 11th, 2015. Before we get started here, I just want to kind of set the table here and give a shout out to one of our loyal subscribers and commenters. That's right, I'm calling you out, Child Incomplete. Thank you for asking when is the review coming, because you know what, I was going to relax a little bit. It's a nice relaxing evening here at Bezell Speaks, or BD Wolfgang 1980. And you know what, when I have loyal subs like you that always comment and always interact, it's time for me to get off my butt and give you a video. So let's do it. Show starts off, we're in Dario's office with Alberto El Patron. Dario says he likes his style. Alberto says he likes his key, and he wants to know, when does it open? Dario completely skirts over that question. We don't get an answer. He also says, the next time I ask you for anything, it will be blood. That's what Patron says. So he's showing that not only am I sophisticated, but you know, when it's time to get aggressive, we can do that around here, which we already know. Now, if you're new to the game and you don't know who this gentleman is, you're in for a treat. Okay? From there, it's time to go to the temple. The crowd is being entertained as usual with some good mariachi music. Their first match of the night is Argenis versus Phoenix. Now, this one ought to be some fun. So here we go. Right from the get-go. Good lucha work here, my friends. We get some hurricane ranas, springboards, some heel kicks. The crowd is completely hot. This might be match of the night just from the standpoint of good talent and good work. Doesn't mean that it is match of the night. Obviously, this is the first match. So let's keep going here. Super clean work here. This is one of those matches where you have to watch. Katrina ends up coming down the ramp, trying to observe what's going on here, teasing more of that storyline that they started last week. We get a beautiful hurricane rana off the top rope and a nice standing moonsault for Argenis to Phoenix. Phoenix hits a kick, knocking Argenis to the outside. Then he delivers a corkscrew crossbody to the outside. The action gets back inside with some big-time chops. Now, your finish comes when Phoenix hits the driver, which, comment down below, because I've forgotten, and I ought to be ashamed of myself. Go ahead and horsewhip me, because I'm usually pretty good about finishers and everything like that. But go ahead and remind me what the name of the driver that Phoenix does is called. But anyway, he delivers that driver. You get your 1, your 2, your 3. Phoenix is your winner. Now, Katrina comes inside, and she does the lick of death to Argenis while staring at Phoenix. There's some interesting storylines here, and I would like to see where it's going to go. But either way, good match, good way to start a good show as usual. Cruise control, folks. Now, I'm seeing a lot of lag here on my screen. I sure hope it's not happening on your end. We'll check it when we watch this video back. If so, I might record it twice. Let's keep rocking and rolling here. Alberto is shown arriving in a beautiful, fine car. To me, it looked like it was either a BMW, maybe a Maserati, or an Aston Martin. All my car buffs out there, comment down below. What car was that El Patron pulled up in? From there, we get a backstage segment. It's Katrina and Mil Muertes. She says he is no longer worthy to carry the 1,000 deaths. He grabs her by the throat, picking her up off the ground, and says he doesn't need a woman. He releases her. He then walks down the hallway. He sees Chavo. A brawl ensues. He ends up punking out poor Chavo and then tells Chavo, next week, you will pay your debts. Okay, nice backstage segment. Very interesting. What happens with Katrina? What happens with poor Chavo? Let's see what happens. From there, we have Big Rick. He's in a church doing a confessional. Now, this was pretty good, guys. And not only that, if you're familiar with Big Rick, as long as I've been, you remember, he was Ezekiel Jackson. He never really shined like this. I think this is a good way to highlight his skills. Who knows? They might have had 5 or 6 different takes. I don't know. But it really worked for him. The delivery was good. It was intense. It was believable. I enjoyed it. Comment down below if you enjoyed it as well, or if you thought it was a good showing for him. But he ends up saying that, don't worry, Father. He won't shed any innocent blood. He says that the Lord said, vengeance is mine, and they have a close-up on his face. He's wearing an eye patch now after that vicious attack with that cigar. From there, it's time for temple time. It's time for Son of Havok versus Johnny Mundo. Of course, Son of Havok comes out with the lovely Ivelisse. Havok says, finally, some real competition. Thank you, Dario Puerto. He said, I dedicate this match to my girlfriend, Ivelisse. All righty. Now, you guys already know because you watch these videos. I'm a fan of Son of Havoc, and I also am a fan of Mundo as well. But as far as a guy that's new to me, I like Son of Havoc. Good match here from two good athletes. Havoc hits his spots as usual. That wonderful backspring elbow, standing moonsault, and a standing shooting star press. Mundo, not to be outdone, he hits a drop kick to cut off Havoc, but Havoc stays in there. Mundo's selling a knee injury the whole match. Now the crowd is completely split, which I was surprised by. They're really buying into Havoc at this point, which I'm glad because I like Havoc. Another cool spot was Havoc doing a cartwheel on the top rope. That's right, he did he walked on the top rope with his hands doing a cartwheel. It was pretty cool. Your finish comes when Havoc climbs to the top rope. He takes all day showing off for Ivelisse, taking too long. Mundo makes him pay because when Havoc jumps down, he gets two knees to the chest. From there, Mundo jumps up. We get a fin de Mundo for a 1, 2, 3. Johnny Mundo is your winner. Good match. Once again, good, awesome show. It keeps rolling on, but we're not done with this segment yet. King Cuerno comes out. He jumps Mundo out of nowhere. He hits the thrill of the hunt, completely laying out Mundo. We come back. We go to a break. We come back. More mariachi music for the fans, keeping everybody having a good time, good show, good action, good music. Hey, how can you go wrong? Lucha Underground. When are you going to come to a town near us? Let's do it. I think you can make some money. I know we got to give it some time, but I would go see it. Comment down below. Would you guys go see Lucha Underground live? I think I would. From there, it's Temple time. Ricky Mandel versus Pentagon Jr. Now, right from the get-go, the crowd was hot for Pentagon. And we all know Pentagon is the heel and has been lately, pretty much since his debut. But he's been getting a lot of babyface fire lately. So let's just rock and roll with it. Let's see what happens. The crowd is for Pentagon. Both men tie up. Pentagon hits a nice backbreaker and a vicious kick. The crowd is, he does a crowd silencing chop. And you know what I mean? He teases the chop, tells everyone to get quiet, and boom, delivers a vicious chop. I mean, poor Ricky Mandel's chest was red. He's probably going to be sore all week after this one. This one was a loud chop, you guys. Pentagon in control. We get a double stomp and a whip into the corner. Pentagon stomps a 3 count to continue the punishment of Mandel. We get a reverse tree of woe and then a kick to the back of the head. Then he finishes the armbar once again. That's this new armbar he's been doing. He gets the tap out, but once again, just like he did poor Famous B last week, he breaks the arm of Ricky Mandel. And then he grabs the microphone. He says, "Here for you, my master. Here's another sacrifice." So what in the world is going on with Pentagon? Who's his new master? With the way that we get new luchadors left and right in Lucha Underground, the sky's the limit. We'll see what we get. Let's stay tuned. Let's keep it going here. From there, Alberto El Patron comes out. It's time for him to speak to the crowd, let everyone know his intentions. From the get-go, he's completely over with the crowd. They are eating it up. He ain't even said a word yet. He's coming out. High fives, slaps. He's in the crowd. You know, they're eating it up. He gets the microphone. He says, "Hey, I'm here with friends tonight, and you are my new family, and my new family is Lucha Underground." He says his father, Dos Caras, and his uncle, Mir Mascaras, trained him and showed him the way. But he knew to become great in this business, he had to take over America. He was able to do that. He says, but we all saw what happened. They stabbed me in the back and disrespected me and my family. I'm here because I feel equal and not because I won't be judged because of the color of my skin. And I got to stop here. He went there, folks. You guys, if you don't know how he ended up leaving the WWE, we're talking about a 3-time champion. We're talking about a guy that is very over with the Latino audience, and deservingly so. He's over with the American audience, whether you love him or hate him. That still equals over. Why do you let a guy go like that suddenly? Why would he attack someone backstage out of nowhere, out of character? I believe he was disrespected personally. And has it ever happened to you? It's happened to me. Now, you don't need to share your stories because here we keep things positive. We just want to keep things about wrestling. But it's happened to all of us. And let me tell you, you know, it must have been pretty strong for him to do what he did and give up that career. But he says he feels equal here. So he went there. And I got to respect him for that. Now, maybe you guys don't wish, maybe some of you wish that, let's just keep it wrestling. We don't need to touch all that. We don't need to get a last shot in or a dig in. You know, you're in a new place now. Let's keep with that. You're entitled to your opinions, and so am I. Comment down below. What do you think? Should he have not gone there? Or are you glad he did? Are you glad he treated us, the fans, as real people, as real friends to him? So let me know down below. Don't be shy. Comment, okay? He says, not because of the color of his skin. Now, he gets cut off after he's jumped by a guy we've never seen before. A luchador who Striker and Vampiro tell us is named Tejano. He's from the AAA organization, which we all know is the biggest wrestling organization in Mexico, one of the biggest in North America. He starts to whip El Patron with a bullwhip he had. He ends up standing over El Patron. He gets the mic. Well, no, he doesn't get a mic. He just says it loudly with the mic in his face. He says the title will be his soon, and it will be around his waist once again. Now, Vampiro and Striker had to educate us. I never heard him, never seen him. They said he was one of the longest reigning, if not the longest reigning, AAA champion of all time, or at least within the past few years that have passed, until El Patron stopped that reign. So comment down below if you're familiar with him. Comment down below if you're going to say, hey, Bezell, this guy's awesome. Wait till you see him, and I'm going to enjoy this. So let me know. You guys have been really great about helping me out and schooling me on all these wrestlers and luchadors. So I need your help again. But once again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for caring. Guys, I challenge you. We have hit the past week, we got about almost 10 new subscribers. Thank you so much. I think we can do better. We're at 56 right now. Let's do 60 by the next time I see you, okay? Do your part. All my loyal guys out there, thank you. But do your part. Help out a little bit more. Tell a friend. Really share this video. Give it a thumbs up. Let's have 60 by the next time we meet again. Thank you all so much. Be good to one another. Be good to yourself. Be true to yourself. And go out there. Have a good day. I know it's nighttime over here on the East Coast. Bundle up. It's real cold over here on the East Coast. But be good to one another, my friends. Your buddy Bezell. We'll see you later. And peace out, my friends.